The Center for African Liberation and Socio-Economic Rights says some international non-governmental organizations are capable of unlawfully aiding Boko Haram activities in the northeast Nigeria. This was made known on Tuesday in a press briefing with journalists by the Executive Director, Dr. David Idoko, in Abuja. He says the center has noticed several NGOs with multiple evidence, most which comes from the Francophone countries.
The peculiarity of the Boko Haram crisis in the northeast is such that the illicit flow of funds has mainly contributed to the festering of the Boko Haram crisis. It has been argued in some quarters that the Boko Haram group enjoys funding for their activities from the unlikely sources that include politicians that are benefiting from the crisis, bank robberies, kidnapping for ransom, as well as funds from the terrorist network around the world. This fact has been stated and evidence provided, especially with the array of NGOs in operations in northeast Nigeria. Why it can be stated some of the NGOs have ulterior motives with regards to their operations in the northeast Nigeria, it can thus be argued that indeed the activities of some of the international NGOs in operation in northeast Nigeria portends grave danger if urgent and proactive steps are not taken to curtail their excesses by the relevant authorities. The international NGOs in the northeast Nigeria. The number of international NGOs in operation in northeast Nigeria is indeed alarming, according to findings from this report. More worrisome is the fact that most of these organizations have no clear-cut description of their mission. Some come under various nomenclature and enjoys massive funding from donor countries. Worthy of mention is the number of French NGOs in the northeast Nigeria. This report was able to identify that these NGOs have been in operation for close to 9 years, and most of them have paid for hotel accommodation for upwards 10 years at a go. This statement of fact indeed portrays the position of the Nigerian military that indeed some international NGOs are aiding and abetting the activities of Boko Haram terrorist group. A good example can be found in places visited like Maiduguri, where supposedly large shipments of humanitarian items are imported into the country by some international NGOs. These items end up in the camp of Boko Haram group. NGOs in the northeast provide humanitarian support for terrorists in violation of international protocol and laws. It was also observed that the NGOs in the northeast provide humanitarian support to Boko Haram terrorists in violation of international protocol and laws. They divert food and other relief items meant for IDPs to the camp of Boko Haram group. In most instances, some medical NGOs have been reported to provide medical services to injured Boko Haram members, which goes against provisions in the international humanitarian law in armed conflict situations. NGOs in the northeast engage in the blackmail of the military. This report was able to uncover that the bulk of the information about the operations of the Nigerian military in the northeast Nigeria are untrue. As a statement of fact, some NGOs engage in propaganda on behalf of the Boko Haram group, especially when they come under heavy bombardment from the Nigerian fleet. This much was gathered from multiple sources in northeast Nigeria, and it further lends credence to the position of the Nigerian army and other critical stakeholders.
He urged the Nigerian government and international community to adopt ways to prevent Boko Haram from finding its operation in the country.
Actually visited Maiduguri. We've been in Maiduguri for a couple of years now. We've been in touch with the military, and we have the opportunity of seeing some of these things. We have first-hand information because we are right there on the ground. So we've been able to gather a lot, and we have interacted with the top echelons of even the military. We have spoken with the commanders, we have seen the activities ourselves, and then we decided, okay, let's come up with this report because it's long overdue. We, the whole thing is a very, it's a security thing. It's a security matter. So the people concerned, we have actually reported to them. I think you don't need to preempt. By the time you begin to mention and it becomes issues of litigations and all that, it's for security to do, carry out what we have reported to them. We have seen all that and we have reported to them. And it's not anything to hide. If you are actually on ground in Maiduguri, in the Northeast generally, you will see some of these things and they are aware. At least I can confirm that we have reported to the right authorities. No, just like I also told you, we cannot from here begin to work in isolation. We are working with the security agency. In this particular instance, we are talking about the military. So we have a protocol we are going to submit to them, and then they will take the necessary action.
Magdalene Palmer, Voice TV Nigeria.